Welcome to the Laurel Park replay show for Friday. Guys' Day out at the track the day after Thanksgiving. Fast and firm the conditions under cloudy skies. A quick reminder before we get to the Friday action. We'll be racing here at Laurel Park on Monday afternoon. We've added a special Monday card to the schedule. The post time at 12:30. Extra day of racing for the Thanksgiving Day weekend due to that cancellation of the past Sunday due to the high wind conditions. Well, 4 wins for jockey Fergal Lynch on Thanksgiving Day. A feast of winners for him, and he's right up there in the jockey standings at third, behind Heavily Toledo and Trevor McCarthy coming into Friday's program. Trainers races up for grabs. 3 trainers tied at 12 coming into the Friday card. Gary Capuano, Hugh McMahon, and Mary Epler with 12 wins apiece. A real logjam at the top of the trainer standings. Competitive racing here at Laurel Park indeed, and here's a look at the Friday card. And they're off in the Laurel opener. Extreme Outside is passing the grade, along with Danson Dene showing early speed but taken back. Intrepid Alex and Cracking Good pins to the inside into the first turn run. Done One will be spun out about 4 or 5 wide, even wider out as Class Officer in the red colors. And they're followed by Pride of Wilco and Knack and Dragon Queen second last position. And New Freedom is the last runner. 8 or 9 lengths will cover the field. As they make that tilt to the backstretch run, the outside it is Done One. Done One's aggressive on the outside, getting that gray head just in front, but passing the grade, countering back on the inside with Danson Dene out in the clear third position, and Intrepid Alex in between, and fifth is Cracking Good pins at the rail. Then Class Officer is next as they charge now with about 4.5 furlongs left to go. And so the leader on the inside passing the grade, and Xavier Perez from Done One by 3/4 of a length. Cracking Good pins is in third. Danson Dene is racing 4th spot. Down to the inside is Intrepid Alex has asked for a little more run, but has slipped some 5 lengths off that pace. And Pride of Wilco gets a ground-saving run toward the quarter pole, top of the stretch. Knack is trying to come alive in between horses, has 7 lengths to close in, and the inside there saving all the ground and bursting through. Down to the fence is New Freedom from dead last. New Freedom, stop stymied. New Freedom, block behind horses, a lot of traffic. Cracking Good pins just in front. Cracking Good pins and Knack on the outside. Pride of Wilco surging in between horses. Cracking Good pins 12-1, and Pride of Wilco there. Pride of Wilco and Cracking Good pins follow it out together from Knack. Unlucky New Freedom, and then Done One. Harbor miss. And they're off. Bad stumble for Intrepid Forest at the start. Intrepid Forest stumbled at the start. Elle's Dilemma speeding up on the outside. Michael's Butterfly and Niti rides again. They're joined by Cotton Eye Jim in between horses. Bal Harbor miss on the chase from 5th position. They're followed by Intrepid Forest, and then Backside Affair and Cherokee Lightning is the last runner. 7 lengths from first to last. Past the half, then it's Niti rides again. That neck in front. Niti rides again from Elle's Dilemma second. Michael's Butterfly down to the inside. Bal Harbor miss cruising up wild 3 wide to make 4 of them with a chance. 3 furlongs to go. Cotton Eye Gem is back, fifth spot. Intrepid Forest under drive. They're followed by Backside Affair and Cherokee Lightning trailing the field. Top of the stretch now, Bal Harbor Miss comes for home with a lead from Michael's Butterfly on the inside. And then it's back to T rides again. Center of the track is Cotton Eye Gem. 3/16 to run now. And it's Bal Harbor Miss in front by 3 lengths. Bal Harbor Miss, a furlong left to go. Switching over to that left lead and shifting over to the rail. And Victor Carrasco is trying to keep Bal Harbor Miss going with Cotton Eye Gem closing the gap on the outside. Ever slowly, it is going to be Bal Harbor Miss. Bal Harbor Miss 2.5 in front from Cotton Eye Gem. Michael's Butterfly. Niti rides again. And Backside Affair. Second wire finish on the Exceller turf course. And they're off. First to fire, Sharp Speed was first away. First to fire from Crisis Averted and Pardon Tories French. And then it's Bailey's Island back fourth. Buckleberry Racing fifth and Perigee Moonslide is in sixth. Avalanius and Not a Secret follow. Chanel number one. And Airley's Diamond are two in the back. And they're 9 from the pace up ahead. Into the far turn. First to fire and Crisis Averted. Going at it head to head. 3.5 furlongs out. Pardon Tories French is third. Then Bailey's Island and Buckleberry. Avalanius trying to get underway. Wide of the course, and followed by Perigee Moonslide and Airley's Diamond, Not a Secret, and Chanel number one into the stretch. A quarter of a mile to go. First to fire, Gamely up on the outside. A Crisis Averted. They're still head to head for the lead. Perigee Moonslide at the rail, and then it's Pardon Tories French who's battling away. And then it's Buckleberry on the outside. Avalanius down to the last furlong. First to fire, and Anacaro with a 16 to go. First to fire, Pardon Tories French closing on the outside. First to fire, and Pardon Tories French, Crisis Averted, and Perigee Moonslide. And they're off. The Pulse in Orbit out 1-2. In between horses distinctly for you. And Curlin's Kid now picks it up. Curlin's Kid into third. Rally with Classes in fourth. And distinctively for you back in fifth. It's a Bang sixth. Then Parsegian. And last is 79er. The Pulse showing the way. 4.5 furlongs out. Leads it a little more than a length. From Curlin's Kid is a sharp second. Orbit is third to the inside. Then it's Rally with Classes racing fourth. And Parsegian. It's a Bang ridden for more. About 6 off the pace into the turn. Distinctively for you and 79er. Round that far turn, it's the Pulse in front from Curlin's Kid by just a neck length and a half. Orbit is third in Rally with Class and Parsegian. It's a Bang saving ground with 2.5 furlongs left, and 79er about 3 deep. And last is distinctively for you. Top of the stretch, and it's the Pulse. The Pulse into the stretch, turning for home with a length and a half lead. Curlin's Kid is second. Out in the middle is Rally with Class, followed by Orbit and Parsegian. And it's a Bang, a furlong left to go. And it's the Pulse in front and widening 4 or 5 lengths for the Pulse. Scramble on for second. It's the Pulse, and he just didn't miss a beat today. The Pulse to win by 6 at the end, maybe 7 from Rally with Class. And Parsegian Curlin's Kid 79er. Time 112.01. And they're off. Irish Major hustled out of the gate, but missed on the Moscow's got early speed, and Mount Defiance in between horses, and Triple Blackjack on the inside. They're firing at a good pace into the turn. Triple Blackjack on the inside, missed on the Moscow racing second, and Mount Defiance is in third position. They're followed by My Own Lane back fourth on the inside. Here's Pat Dependent racing in fifth position, and Pearsonator on the outside of that. Big Platinum is settled about 6 off the lead with Fairly Bold alongside, and then He's One Wild Dude, followed by Irish Major now to the back of the pack with Silver Starship, and Ad 4 is last. 13 lengths will cover the field. Pace solid enough indeed with about 4.5 furlongs left to go. Triple Blackjack is pressed by Mist on the Moskva. My Own Lane getting closer in third, and Pearsonator is in fourth. Big Platinum on the inside is just 4.5 from the front. Fairly Bold is pushing through in the pink colors in between horses. And then it's Path Dependent and Mount Defiance. They drop back now. Mount Defiance plumbing in the back of the pack. Irish Major is 3 wide into the turn with 7 to make up, and He's One Wild Dude is slicing through between horses. Into the far turn, 3 furlongs left to go. Triple Blackjack, and on the outside, Mist on the Moskva. 3 clear from My Own Lane third, and Pearsonator in fourth, and Big Platinum, and He's One Wild Dude. Out wide is Irish Major. They're into the stretch. Mist on the Moskva comes through home with a narrow lead from Triple Blackjack, but My Own Lane's to the center of the course. And fourth is Pearsonator. They're coming to that last furlong pin. Path Dependence trying to pick it up on the extreme outside. He's One Wild Dude's got a chance to even farther out. Ad 4 Wild Finish. My Own Lane. My Own Lane Pearsonator. My Own Lane from Pearsonator. Then He's One Wild Dude. Missed on the Moskva in the blanket there with the others. Time 142.68. in the gate. And they're off. Schiffer Magician, Balmerhan, Champagne Time, the inside 3 and the outside 2. There is Better Way up there. And also Kitty Bank deep in the center of the track. So the leader is Balmerhan, the favorite. Balmerhan and Better Way racing second. Then it's Kitty Bank outside in third. And Schiffer Magician is fourth of the rail. Length and a half more. And it's Money for Maria and Champagne Time. And Crooked on the outside. 6 lengths will cover the field. Slow pace indeed for Balmerhan. Balmerhan just a neck in front. Nursed along on the pace from Better Way in second with 6 furlongs to go. Kitty Bank is in third, then Schiffer Magician. They're followed by Crooked and Money for Maria in between horses and Champagne Time. Easy pace indeed with 5 furlongs left to go. Balmerhan and Fergal Lynch slowing it right on down from Better Way and Schiffer Magician third. Length and a half more. And to the outside racing in fourth position is Kitty Bank. They're followed by Champagne Time at the rail. Money for Maria and Crooked with a lot to do against that slow pace. Into the far turn with 3.5 furlongs left to run. It's Balmerhan, and Balmerhan's on cruise control. Better Way fully extended a whole second from Schiffer Magician. Then Kitty Bank, it's another 2 lengths back. Champagne Time and Money for Maria and Crooked trailing the field. Less than 2.5 furlongs to go. And it's Balmerhan with a 6-length lead as they reach the turn for home. Kitty Bank out after Balmerhan. Balmerhan is set down now into the stretch, still with a nice lead over Kitty Bank, and that's third position. The Money for Maria. They're coming to the last furlong, and it's Balmerhan. Balmerhan isolated in the lead under a steady drive from Kitty Bank. It's going to be Balmerhan to win. Going away. Balmerhan from here to, well, not quite the Inner Harbor. Kitty Bank was second. Money for Maria, then Champagne Time, and Crooked. That is Rarefied Air, rearing up, settled, and they're off. Top Hat City is first away from the gate, and Frankenstein with early speed in between them two is Apollo Doro de Damasco. So 3 of them scramble on at a solid pace from Be Counted in fourth. Benevolent Prince, the favorite, is in fifth. Some Kind of Magician is sixth, and Justifiable Junior and Rarefied Air. And Optical Illusion is way back at this point as they head into the far turn. Got to be 20 lengths off the pace. Into the turn, and it's Frankenstein going at it with Apollo Doro de Damasco. Top Hat City is third just outside of them, and Be Counted down to the rail. They're followed by Benevolent Prince, who's trying to switch into action on the far outside. They're into the stretch now, a quarter of a mile to go to the second wire. It is Frankenstein, a narrow lead from Apollo Doro de Damasco and Top Hat City. On the inside is next Be Counted. They're trying to quicken up now. Be Counted now with a chance. Be Counted's coming gamely on the far outside. Benevolent Prince is chiming in. Wide open scramble of 16 to go, and it is Be Counted just in front. Be Counted just there. Be Counted and the inside. Be Counted. Top Hat City, photo finish. Top Hat City for Top Hat Thoroughbreds, maybe from Be Counted. Photo finish, too close to call. And they're off. Pete Patch Point pops out on top of that speed of Sarah's Whisper, quickly to collar her. So Sarah's Whisper and Pete Patch Point hooking up from Lakeview Lady. Then it's Rockin' Ollie racing in the fourth spot to that first turn run. Southern Equity is parked in fifth position, along with pivoting alongside now of Feisty Valentina. Then Vale Ridge racing back of the pack. Corla second to last, and Cruise with Brandon. Cruise with Brandon is last of them all. So it is P. Patch Point at a rock-solid pace rolling along from Sarah's Whisper second. It's three back. Lakeview Lady is in third. Rockin' Alley on the outside in fourth. Southern Equity down to the inside, just 3.5 off the lead. Then it's back to pivoting and Feisty Valentina under a hard hold there. Then it's Vale Ridge, another 5 back, and it's Corla. And Cruise with Brandon is the last runner heading into the far turn. Sarah's Whisper speeds away to a 2.5 length advantage. Pete Patch Point, Lakeview Lady is third. Rockin' Alley fourth. Southern Equity's got every chance to kick it in now there from fifth spot, and pivoting's under a ride from sixth. Feisty Valentina is seventh down to the inside, and they're followed by Vale Ridge, who's trying to mount a rally for the back of the pack, and back to Corley, and it's well back still to Cruise with Brandon, top of the stretch, making the turn for home, and it's Rockin' Alley. Rockin' Alley opens up a couple of lengths. Rockin' Alley, Sarah's Whisper drifting full out second, and Southern Equity to the inside. Feisty Valentina's trying to pick up second to the center of the course. Way on the outside is Vale Ridge, eighth of a mile left to go. Rockin' Alley and Heavy on Toledo, they're clear by 4, and a 4-way scramble on for second. Corla moves to second late, and then Feisty Valentina, Southern Equity, and Vale Ridge finish fifth. The two along with Emelina. They're off. Emelina fires out first, Tango Delta, and Shinkansen on the inside as they push on to that turn run. And next is Optimistic Outcome. Just off the inside is Lady Terp there. And they're followed on the outside by Rare Metal and Understanding. So around that turn, Emelina shakes free of the other speed, leads by 3 lengths with 7/8 to go from Tango Delta and Shinkansen. Another 2, and it's Lady Terp just in fourth from Optimistic Outcome back in fifth, and Rare Metal second last, and Understanding is seventh. With about 5 furlongs left to go, 5.5 left to go, and it is Emelina uncontested. Emelina with Heavy on Toledo and a 4-length lead on Tango Delta. Shinkansen is third, then Lady Terp is in fourth, and Optimistic Outcome at an even pace in fifth. And Rare Metal and Understanding still last. Target Emelina into the far turn now with less than a half mile to run. Emelina and the lead is down to a length and a quarter. Tango Delta, and here's Lady Terp bidding up on the far outside. Shinkansen is fourth. Optimistic Outcome trying to get going there from fifth, and Rare Metal and Understanding their bunch now. Emelina holding on to that lead 3 furlongs out from Lady Terp, and Tango Delta in between horses. Optimistic Outcome is coming, and Shinkansen is racing in fifth. Understanding has 6 to close in with a quarter to go, and Rare Metal is the trailer. Top of the stretch now, Lady Terp kicks away to a 3-length lead from Optimistic Outcome, Understanding on the far outside. Emelina's back, Weary in fourth. Then Tango Delta in between horses. Shinkansen Rare Metal into the stretcher for a long to go. Lady Terp is a 5-length lead. Understanding in a head-to-head battle with Optimistic Outcome for second. A 16th left to come. It's Lady Terp. Lady Terp and Malcolm Franklin coming home strong to win by 4. Understanding an Optimistic Outcome, Shinkansen Rare Metal. Congratulations. They're off. 1 turn mile, second wire finish. Magician's Calendar, along with Congratulations, and the Tortoise up there with early foot too. The inside is Just Trey. So Just Trey now just in front. Just Trey for Magician's Calendar second. The outside is Congratulations out to their 4-path. In between horses, the Tortoise is settled back, and then it's a Bridge Builder, Resident Scholars in between horses in the second flight. They're chasing that pair. Up front, and it's Tiger's Cave who's trailing the field. With 5.5 furlongs left to go to the second wire. Just Trey near the rail. Magician's Calendar kept well at the outside now and hand in second. It's Bridge Builder tracking leaders in third position. The Tortoise is in fourth and Resident Scholar is fifth. 3 more lengths. Congratulations and Tiger's Cave in the back. 6-7 lengths will cover them into the far turn. Magician's Calendar goes on from Bridge Builder 3/4 of a length. The Tortoise up on the outside looming 3 wide, and then Just Trey backs off fourth after that speed, and Resident Scholar now takes that 4th spot and trying to take aim at the pacemakers as they reach the top of the stretch for the extended run in Tiger's Cave second last, and Congratulations is the trailer. They make the turn for home. Bridge Builder up on the outside. Magician's Calendar trying to stay out of the inside. 3 clear from the Tortoise, and the center of the track is Resident Scholar in fourth, but there goes Bridge Builder. Bridge Builder at the 3/16, opening up a daylight lead. 3.5 in front. Resident Scholar second, then the Tortoise is in third. Magician's Calendar is fourth. A 16th left to come. It's Bridge Builder and Alex Cintron. Bridge Builder from Resident Scholar to win by 2.5 at the second wire. The Tortoise was third, then Magician's Calendar and Tiger's Cave. Time 1:41.93. That's it for the Friday Racing program. Join us for the extended weekend here at Laurel Park. Remember, Fantasy Football Pick 7, the second floor of the clubhouse at our brand new sports bar here at Laurel Park with a $2,500 top prize. Play our Fantasy Football Pick 7. Those machines, the second floor of the clubhouse in our new sports bar. You can watch all the NFL games on Sunday afternoon, the NFL Sunday Ticket. And again, a special day of racing on Monday. We've added Monday to the schedule, Monday afternoon with a 12:30 post for live racing. I hope to see you here at Laurel Park real soon.